Hello, friends. Amanda here from the Business Finance Coach, and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be answering another question from a graphic designer and really talking about your income for taxes when you're self-employed providing services online. All right. So the question is, I did work for a company, but some of the money they paid me was through the wife's personal account, and some was through the payroll system. Some was through the parent company's payroll system. I didn't know about this until I asked her about the 1099. So now I have to list them as separate income sources. Is that correct? So, great question. And it's a great question. It makes sense why someone would ask that question, right? Because when you work for a company, you report a W-2. Well, when you work for yourself, it's a little bit different. If you think about it in terms of a store, a convenience store, right? And all the people that come in, they don't report income for every person that comes in the store, right? They report their total sales. Well, when you're self-employed, I know it might not seem like it because you didn't go out and start a store. Maybe you didn't even intend on starting a business. But to provide your services, you end up being self-employed. So when you report sales in the same way as that store. Sales is your total income. You know, sometimes people will say to me, well, I didn't get a 1099. What do I do? Do I report it? Well, yeah, you're supposed to be reporting all of your sales. Everything everyone pays you, you're supposed to report it. Now, this is a great question because it does get a little tricky with the 1099s. And you know, this is what happens when our government is so interesting because what they were trying to do never panned out. And this happens with all sorts of rules, which is why they're kind of like, they don't really make sense because they were like part of a plan, but then they got chopped away. So anyways, so point being, it's a little non-intuitive. Taxes are not intuitive, right? So when you get your Form 1099s, you do report them just like W-2s. But what you want to do is you want to make sure you don't double count them. So if you do your taxes yourself in Free Tax USA, which I'm about to post videos that walk you through every step of DIY taxes in Free Tax USA. They are very cool. I actually made them last year and never posted them. So I'm going to get those posted for you. But anyways, so when you use DIY tax software, you'll enter your 1099s just like you do a W-2. And then for your self-employed business work, you'll enter your total sales. Well, you want to make sure that your total sales plus your 1099s equals your total income for the year. That's how you do it. So in her case with this question, she won't report multiple income sources. She'll report one income source for the 1099 and then one total sales number for her self-employed work. And that's it. And if you need help kind of getting your numbers together, the business spreadsheet template is for this purpose. It's for the purpose of going back through 2016 and catching up your accounting records. So you might have, you know, a bank account that cash got deposited into. Maybe you're on Upwork or an invoicing site, and so you have like income reported somewhere or recorded, or a merchant account like Square, Stripe. So you have income somewhere, and then you have expenses maybe in your bank account or your personal credit card or all over. So you can go through and put that stuff together month by month in the business spreadsheet template. And I go into this because you'll have your total income on that spreadsheet. That's what you'll report for taxes. However, you'll subtract out any 1099s and enter the 1099s. And so the 1099s are the only place where you're telling the IRS the income source. Otherwise, for your general sales, you don't need to break that out and tell them who paid you. Now, of course, you want to have records of all of this, and that's what the business spreadsheet template for the accounting, it just helps you get together the records you need once, everything in one place. You don't overcount stuff. It is what's required. It's set up to be the fastest way to do it because you're supposed to maintain records as you go. It's so much easier. And that's what I'm going to be talking about in my next videos. But if you didn't do it, you didn't do it. And that spreadsheet for the accounting will help you go back and update everything. All right. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe for more business finance for your self-employed services. And I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Aloha.